Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back for another Total War video with the Terminator. Of all the Total War games out there, Thrones of Britannia is definitely the ugly duckling of the series in a strange and inexplicable way. It was actually an okay game with a brilliant looking UI, decent new mechanics, and really fun battles, but it suffered from a complete lack of replayability, with virtually every faction a copy-paste of another, and let's be honest, no real depth or meaning. Thrones is definitely an interesting time period, but it just needs more unit variety, more faction diversity, and more gameplay mechanics that make it engaging enough to feel invested in a campaign. And that's where today's mod comes in. Shieldwall is an epic overhaul mod for Thrones of Britannia that adds completely redone unit rosters for all factions, one of the best population mechanics I've ever seen in a Total War game or mod, a Shogun 2 style tech tree, and much more that all comes together to make this game finally worth playing. I promise that by the end of this video, you will have no choice but to dust Thrones of Britannia off its shelf and give this brilliant mod a try. So let's get started. Shieldwall is an extensive overhaul mod that essentially aims to make the Thrones of Britannia experience more historically accurate, enjoyable, and challenging. Almost every aspect of the game has been touched up or redone in some way to achieve this objective, from adding in a food storage system to prepare for harsh winters, to the rebalancing of battles to suit a more tactical and challenging experience. Everything in Shieldwall is completely different. It's also worth noting that the mod is being developed by a legendary modding team who have been working hard on it since shortly after the game's launch a few years ago. We're talking modders from Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD or Ancient Empires for Attila and other such massive brilliant mods. So what you're getting here with Shieldwall is excellently made, well polished, and definitely worth a try. It also comes with a completely custom faction, Northumbria, where literally everything was redone from the ground up to be a totally new and unique campaign, with special events, unique start position on the map, characters and units, and much more. Other factions have yet to get things like unique events and missions, but Northumbria is all done and polished, so should definitely be your first campaign. For me, one of the most impressive aspects of this mod is the population mechanic. Shieldwall honestly comes with one of the best population mechanics I've ever seen for a Total War game that adds 4 different classes, each of them incredibly unique and interesting to manage. Peasants make up the backbone of your economy and in abundance give you a decent 20% boost in commerce. Nobles are your lords, of course, and the more nobles there are, the better managed your kingdom is, with bonuses in tax, public order, etc. The clergy are your men of God, and much like the noble class, serve to keep the public order happy, but also contribute quite a bit to your research rate. And finally, you have foreign strangers, who are essentially Vikings who have settled in your lands. They create public disorder, but they also provide fantastic Viking mercenaries. Each of these classes also contribute to your recruitment pool, of course, with peasants, nobles, and the foreign strangers all pools of people you can draw from to build your armies. As with other mods, you can also move populations around by recruiting them into an army, then moving and disbanding that army in another province. Arguably, though, the most interesting aspect of this mechanic is how these populations interact with one another and are affected by outside events. For example, if the peasants outnumber the nobles 10-1, that province is going to go through a massive administration penalty. If your only church in a province gets sacked by an enemy army, the clergy in that province will be wiped out. How amazing is that? This one mechanic alone adds so much more meaning and depth to how you play Thrones compared to vanilla, and it is so brilliantly done. Other gameplay mechanics in the mod include a food storage system with a unique set of events that tells you to start producing more food to prepare for harsh winters, which is just amazing. We've got a completely overhauled military tech tree that is in the style of Shogun 2, which I just love. Every building in the game has had a totally overhauled effect system, which is just super impressive as well, given the sheer number of buildings in this game. And we've got loads and loads of new events, guys, from events that talk about wonders to new invasions to political intrigue. Essentially, with Shieldwall, the campaign experience is far better than before. Battles are also really well done. If you thought Thrones had a decent battle system, then you absolutely need to try it with Shieldwall because it is on another level. Everything has been completely rebalanced for a more tactical and engaging experience, from new formations like the shield wall to the new units to how tactical the AI can be at times. It really is a slower and more challenging experience, so very well done. The only caveat to add here is that the mod is balanced around medium unit size, as that's what the population mechanic was built on. What that means is if you go for a larger unit size for your campaign, you will run out of populations a lot quicker than normal. While for some that might be a bummer, as you won't get absolutely massive battles with larger unit sizes, I find it makes the game more realistic and enjoyable. And then there are the units, guys, and oh man, do they look good. Thrones of Britannia already rocked some decent looking units and individual variety, but Shieldwall kicks it up a notch with some authentic and beautiful looking units. From the helmets to shields to weapons to the colors of clothing, everything looks really well done. The unit roster rework and individual diversity lends itself to immersive gameplay and battles that, again, I want to slow down and take a closer look at. And because battles are naturally a bit slower now as well with the overall rebalance, I have more opportunity to do so, which is a great thing. Finally, guys, it's worth noting that Shieldwall still has a few big features yet to be implemented that will make Thrones of Britannia even better. With a reworked mission and victory condition system for each faction that all leads up to a big end game, we're going to be getting an overhauled decree and legitimacy system to make political and province management more engaging. And of course, we still have more playable factions to be added to the mod. So in due time, once all these core mechanics are ready and done, we'll be getting even more brilliant factions to campaign with. And that's it for today, guys. Shieldwall is an excellent mod that makes Thrones of Britannia a Total War title everyone can enjoy. From the intricate population system to the fantastic battles, everything about this mod makes the game well worth playing again, and there's so much more to look forward to as well, so it's got a very bright future. The mod can be found on the Steam link in the video description below, and I've also added a link to the official Discord server if you want to pop in to find out more about the mod, get announcements about updates, and talk to the modders themselves. The latest update was released in September 2021 with the population mechanics, so fingers crossed we get another major update soon. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, give it a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comments section below. Subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.